The truth about how INTJs are perceived by others / INTJ the architect. It doesn't matter what type of personality you have, I believe we can all agree on one thing. It is common to hear a number of unfair and untrue beliefs about people who have your personality type. And the most of them are simply incorrect. However, when it comes to erroneous stereotypes, there is no other type that can compete with the INTJ. Today I'm going to talk about the truth about how INTJs are perceived by others / INTJ the architect. For those who are INTJs, you may be surprised to learn that the majority of people perceive you in a variety of surprising ways after watching this video. Make sure to watch the video through to the finish, even if you are not an INTJ, so that you can finally let go of these misconceptions and get a better understanding of who INTJs really are. Let's get into the video right away. Hello and welcome to EBLINE. To receive the most recent videos, click on the subscribe and notification buttons. Number 1 truth about how INTJs are perceived by others is that people perceive INTJs as trustworthy. The honesty of an INTJ might be viewed in a variety of ways by various individuals. When it comes to communication, INTJs are not naturally diplomatic, but they may learn to be diplomatic if they decide that doing so is an important component of their social involvement. However, in the majority of circumstances, they do not see the use in avoiding the truth. They want others to be as honest and straightforward with their views, opinions, and feelings as they are with their own views, opinions, and feelings. Depending on the other person's personality type, personal preferences, and expectations, this attribute can be both refreshing and impolite at the same time. Some people are adamant about it. Think INTJs are unpleasant, blunt, or even mean. Think again. Others consider INTJs to be honest, practical, and direct in their approach. While some INTJs are purposely unfriendly, the vast majority are simply motivated by a desire to interact with others and the rest of the world in a productive, sensible, and honest manner. INTJs are the most common personality type. One of the first steps in becoming friends with an INTJ is to acknowledge and respect their differences. Number 2 truth about how INTJs are perceived by others is that people consider them to be a little too efficient. When it comes to employment, INTJs aren't satisfied with work that's just good enough. They are looking for work that is absolutely flawless. INTJs are very sensitive to this, and it is one of their major pet peeves. When someone in their immediate vicinity is inefficient, they may become upset or annoyed as a result, and as a result, others may perceive them as being demanding. The issue is, INTJs are people who prefer things to go exactly as planned. In addition, they want everything to proceed as planned as well. And if this does not occur, they get agitated and demanding. As a result, while INTJs might be unpleasant to work with as a boss, this is a positive trait they possess in the larger scheme of things. And they just can't seem to stop themselves from trying to be efficient. They are not deliberately demanding in their behavior. They simply have no control over it. Other people, on the other hand, are not aware of this. For others, INTJs simply set a very high standard for themselves, and it can seem nearly impossible for them to achieve that standard. Number 3 truth about how INTJs are perceived by others is that people perceive an INTJ as threatening. When you combine the straightforward honesty of INTJs with their strong urge to be productive, many believe they are extremely threatening. Although exceedingly joyful or excited, INTJs rarely smile or express their good emotions, unless they trust the people they are surrounded with. The majority of individuals believe that INTJs have a cool robotic look. That alone is enough to make them appear scary. They're also perceived as being pressing by others. As a result, it's totally common for people to see them as being quite threatening. It's true that some individuals might see it as positive trait or self-assurance. People, on the other hand, are more likely to perceive it adversely and regard them as scary. And, in most cases, when someone earns the trust of an INTJ, their perspective of view completely shifts. Because when someone earns their trust and begins to speak with them about personal problems, INTJs appear to be more intimidated than they actually are. If you have found this video to be of benefit thus far, please express your appreciation by clicking on the like and subscribe buttons at the bottom of the video. Number 4 truth about how INTJs are perceived by others is that people believe it is difficult to acquire their trust. Many individuals believe that it is difficult for them to genuinely gain their trust and see the other side of an INTJ personality. And, to be honest, there is some truth in that statement as well. What's more, and this is where things get fascinating, INTJs are incredibly picky when it comes to friendships or even romantic relationships. They will not simply walk around and strike up casual discussions with anyone. They aren't going to call everyone their friend just because they are. For the simple reason that INTJs place a high value on intelligence when choosing their friends. They want to be in the company of people who can engage them in meaningful talks. They are looking for friends with whom they can exchange ideas, discuss problems, and find answers. There are a few of them. People who enjoy gossiping, on the other hand, are INTJs' complete opposite. Rumors about others don't interest them at all. Instead, they like to be in the company of certain specific persons with whom they can engage in stimulating discourse. This is why many individuals believe they will never be able to acquire the trust of an INTJ or have a meaningful conversation with them. Number 5 truth about how INTJs are perceived by others is that INTJs are incredibly independent. This is, without a doubt, the most damaging stereotype about them. People believe that INTJs are completely self-sufficient, which they are, but they also believe that INTJs are unconcerned about the people around them. The fact that they are autonomous and self-sufficient is one of their greatest assets is unquestionably true. However, it is entirely inaccurate that they are unconcerned with the individuals in their immediate vicinity. That is not the case in any way, shape, or form. True, INTJs are self-sufficient and prefer to spend a significant amount of their time alone. Of course, this is understandable given their introverted nature. Apart from that, INTJs, as previously stated, do not want to be controlled and prefer things to be done in a specific way when possible. This is something very positive, since they are capable of taking care of themselves, remaining in control, and performing tasks correctly. Apart from that, they are able to spend time by themselves without feeling lonely. This is something that some people perceive in a positive light, but there are also those people who regard it negatively. Others perceive INTJs as distant loners who are unconcerned about the people in their immediate vicinity. Hearing this can be upsetting to an INTJ since just because they are unable to express their emotions all of the time does not imply that they do not value the people in their lives. Number 6 truth about how INTJs are perceived by others is that INTJs are considered to be amiable. This is a description that INTJs find difficult to understand, but it is one that many people will use to describe them. Because they have learned to keep their lips shut and not communicate all of their opinions, the amiable INTJ is certain that this is the case. The INTJ feels that if others genuinely understood what they were thinking, they would not mistake their politeness for anything else. However, I believe it has more to do with the fact that some people understand that the INTJ is more than their no-nonsense demeanor that they portray to people. They loathe having to depend on others, yet they appreciate the meaningful social relationships that INTJs have. They will make significant investments in important connections and forge lasting bonds with those who are part of their most valuable social circles. After they've built a relationship with someone, INTJs are extremely loyal to that person and will go out of their way to demonstrate that commitment in the most effective way possible. Number 7 truth about how INTJs are perceived by others is that INTJs are seen as being dominant. INTJs have a reputation for being overly strong and resistant to being hurt. This is one of the most popular cliches about them. There isn't any truth to any of it. As previously stated, one of the cognitive function of INTJs is their introverted feelings. As a result, these individuals have a tendency to keep their emotions disguised. That could wind up becoming an issue for them in the long run. Because individuals have the misconception that they will never be hurt. People will never grasp what INTJs are going through since they don't reveal it to the outside world. Even though other people may not think it is a big deal, people end up hurting an INTJ a great deal because they simply believe they wouldn't care. This is the most damaging stereotype that exists about an INTJ. However, no matter the effort they put in, it is simply not in their nature to express their feelings to everyone. As an INTJ, you may feel that you are completely misunderstood by everyone. This is true in some ways, as there are just a tiny number of INTJs in the world at large. As a result, it can be difficult for others to comprehend what you are saying. However, it is not something to be concerned about. Because once people come to know you, they realize how completely incorrect they were all along. People who genuinely care about you and are close to you will never misinterpret your actions or intentions. This is all for today's video. Thanks for your time. Tell us in the comment section where you are watching us from. Don't forget to hit the like button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and become a subscriber to our YouTube channel. Send this video to at least 2 friends or your favorite group chat to spread the love. Click on the video on your screen to enjoy more content on personality types. To stay up to speed with our latest videos, click the bell symbol. Until the next time, take care.